Your cat might secretly hate you, and you have no idea why. Ever notice how sometimes they ignore you, turn their head away, or even run from you? Well, some things that seem harmless to us might actually be driving your cat crazy. And I bet you've done at least half of them without even realizing it. If cats could talk, a lot of people would be in serious trouble. But don't worry, there's still time to fix it. Today, I'm revealing 12 things cats absolutely hate. And number 7 might explain a lot about your cat's weird behavior. If you want to understand your cat better and make sure they don't start seeing you as the enemy, stick around till the end. 1. Loud noises. You turn on the vacuum, and within seconds, your cat vanishes like they just witnessed the apocalypse. Sound familiar? That's because cats have incredibly sensitive hearing, way sharper than ours. What seems like a normal noise to us can feel ear-piercing to them. Fireworks, thunderstorms, the blender, all of these can send your cat into full-on panic mode. And unlike dogs, who might bark back at loud noises, cats don't fight, they flee. Now, tell me, has your cat ever completely disappeared after hearing a loud noise? Drop a comment below with the worst reaction your cat has ever had. But noise isn't even the worst thing. There's something even more subtle that might be driving your cat crazy without you realizing it. 2. Strong scents. Have you ever cut an orange near your cat and noticed them make a disgusted face? That's because cats have an insanely strong sense of smell, and some scents we love are absolutely unbearable for them. Perfumes, strong cleaning products, and even scented candles can make your cat want to escape the room. And here's something most people don't know. Cats hate the smell of citrus fruits. So if you've ever noticed your cat backing away when you're holding an orange or lemon, now you know why. But scent isn't nearly as bad as the next mistake, one that every cat owner has done, thinking it was a sign of love. 3. Too much physical contact. Ever had your cat give you the put me down look when you try to pick them up? We love showing affection with hugs and cuddles. But for most cats, it's pure torture. Some cats tolerate being held, but most hate it because it makes them feel trapped and vulnerable. And no matter how much you insist, if your cat doesn't want to be picked up, they'll find a way to escape. Or worse, they might just bite you as a warning. But if you think that's bad, wait until you hear what happens when you touch the one body part that's basically off limits for most cats. 4. Touching their belly. It's so tempting, right? Your cat is lying on their back, belly up, looking so fluffy and adorable. You assume they're inviting you to give them a belly rub. Wrong. Most cats hate belly rubs. Their stomach is the most vulnerable part of their body, and when you touch it, their natural reaction is to defend themselves. That's why the second you go in for a belly rub, you might find yourself getting scratched, bitten, or both. Now, there's an exception. If your cat actually lets you touch their belly without flipping out, congratulations! That means they trust you a lot. But the real problem isn't even belly rubs, it's ignoring your cat when they're actually trying to get your attention. 5. Ignoring them when they want attention. You're on your phone, minding your own business, and suddenly a paw taps you. Or worse, your cat straight up lays down on your keyboard. Coincidence? No. Cats choose exactly when they want attention and when they decide it's time. There's no stopping them. If your cat does this often, it's not random. They're trying to connect with you, and ignoring them too often can make them stop seeking you out altogether. Has this ever happened to you? Has your cat ever interrupted you while you were busy? Let me know in the comments. And if you've ever found this annoying, just wait until you hear about the next mistake. 6. Playing too rough. We all love playing with our cats. But there's one big mistake a lot of people make: using their hands as toys. It seems harmless when they're kittens, but as they grow, they start seeing your hands as a hunting target. And the result? Scratches and bites that only get worse. So if your cat suddenly attacks your hands out of nowhere, there's a good chance you accidentally trained them to do that. Speaking of bad habits, there's something in your cat's daily routine that might be stressing them out, and you don't even realize it. 7. Sudden food changes. Imagine waking up one day, heading to the kitchen, and your favorite food is gone, replaced with something totally different. No warning, no explanation. Annoying, right? Well, That's exactly how your cat feels when you suddenly switch their food. Cats are extremely picky eaters, and abrupt changes can make them suspicious or even cause stomach problems. The best way to introduce a new food is gradually mixing it with their usual food over time. But food isn't the only thing that stresses them out. Sometimes their own environment can be the real problem. 8. Dirty or poorly placed litter box. Alright, let's talk about something serious. A dirty bathroom. Would you walk into a disgusting, unflushed public restroom? Probably not. And guess what? Your cat feels the same way. If their litter box is too dirty, they might refuse to use it, which means accents outside the box. And it's not just cleanliness. If the litter box is in a noisy or hard-to-reach spot, your cat might feel uncomfortable using it at all. Speaking of discomfort, have you ever noticed how some cats hate when you change things around the house? If so, the next point is going to make a lot of sense. 9. Sudden environmental changes. Cats are territorial creatures. They hate when their environment changes suddenly. Moving furniture, adding new objects to the house, or worse, moving to a new home without preparing them. All of this can make them feel stressed and insecure. That's why it's always best to introduce changes gradually and give them time to adjust. But sometimes, the real issue isn't their surroundings. It's something you do without realizing. 10. Staring directly into their eyes. Have you ever locked eyes with your cat, only for them to look away or start blinking slowly? In cat language, staring is a sign of aggression. If you stare at your cat for too long, they might think you're challenging them. Want to show your cat you mean no harm? Try blinking slowly while looking at them. That's like a cat's way of saying, "We're cool." But if staring at them makes them uncomfortable, imagine how they feel when their signals are completely ignored. 11. Ignoring their warning signs. Cats don't speak, but they're constantly communicating. The problem is, a lot of people don't notice the signs. Flattened ears, a flicking tail, dilated pupils, these are all ways cats say, "Back off." If you don't respect these signals, your cat might bite or scratch to get their point across. And the worst part? People often blame the cat for being aggressive when they were just trying to warn you. So now tell me, how many of these mistakes have you made without realizing it? Does your cat still love you? Or are they silently plotting revenge? Drop a comment below and share this video with someone who needs to see it.